Okay, this is an unusual one about water. Your water pipe that comes into the house. Usually when you're on a water meter, this is what you get, and you lift that up and there's a meter that's spinning around and your man reads it, and then obviously you pay for what you've got. But on this case, when we've changed over the water line, which goes from that grid straight through into the house, into the kitchen, and we put a tap on it, and that's the water main, one main. But what we did find out is when we put this in, or sorry, before we put this in, the existing one went to the kitchen but then branched off under to the next house. So we're thinking, okay, what's going on there? No one else is on a water meter all up there, only just this one on a water meter. So we worked it out that when we cut it off, we had the neighbours going, we've got no water, are you playing around with it? Of course, yeah, it is, it's connected. So what I'm getting at is this meter was dragging water to his house, to his house, to his house, to his house, I think 4, maybe 5 houses down. And only recently we found out that your man here has a nice £2,500 quarterly bill for his water. So he's only lived there a few months, so luckily enough we've noticed this. He's obviously gone to the United Utilities. They've gone, okay, nothing we can do about it. We need to kind of just itemise your house and not pay you through a meter. So the reason why I'm saying is if you find that your water meter is completely crazy and you're paying stupid prices, you either think there's a water leak somewhere or there's something happening, check that line if you can, get under the floor, see where it's leading to, and if it branches off somewhere else, then you know there's a problem. Now if you're not on a water meter, I don't think it makes a difference to you, because you're kind of paying for what you pay for how many people live in the house and how much water you're going to use on an average 2-bedroomed end terrace. But in this case, whoever was living here before was probably moved because of the water bill. Yeah, £2,500 every quarter. I think it's ridiculous that for one small kitchen, 1 bathroom, and 1 person, maybe 2 people. I'd hate to think what they were paying, because at the time all these houses were probably pulling maybe half, because each one has their own little cut off here for water. They all seem to have their own little branch off, but again it was in some kind of circle that goes around and it was dragging through here. So 50% was probably getting pulled through this bit and 50% through their own bit, because when we cut it off originally the tap was still running, so there was water running through, which was the junction that was going through them houses. So yeah, just be careful. Obviously if you're getting ridiculous water bills, look into it, find out, get under your floor, unscrew your floorboards and follow that pipe all the way through. Sometimes, again like this house here, they had a water stop tap underneath the floorboards. I mean, why would you put a tap under the floorboards that no one can see and obviously no one can use and turn it off? There was one further up into the kitchen, so they were all right, which was a bit knackered. Again, lead pipes, not the best for drinking out of, so they're always well worth changing. Little fragments of lead allegedly come off and they go into your drink and your water, so just be careful drinking your tap water there with lead pipes. Get them changed to a new plastic pipe. You have to do all the work inside the house with the tap, and you have to dig it out wherever it is, in this case here, and then United Utilities come and fit this section from there to the meter. Okay, so yeah, just a bit of advice on water mains and drains. Just clear your drains out, because all the water there is blocking up and it's going back into the house, which is then causing loads of water on the inside of the house. Sometimes when you get a lot of water or cracking around these areas, these pipes these drains or gullies are either cracked, or in this case it's overloading. You can see how dark and wet it is, and it's just backing up that way, and some of it, when it's powerful, is taking off the path. So again, get your hand down there, unblock them drains, extend these with into the actual pipe so it's not splashing down the wall. Okay, if you think it's been a bit helpful, like it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. It just leads it out to more people. I don't mind putting these things on, it helps. You take care now. Be seeing you.